Have you been wondering what a green tunnel is and how it differs from a normal tunnel? If so, stick around and I'll do my best to explain. Burton Green Tunnel is one of 5 green tunnels that is being constructed on the HS2 route between London and the West Midlands. It is located in Burton Green, Warwickshire, just to the north of Kenilworth. The 700 metre long structure will help to hide the new line, which passes very close to a number of houses. Unlike some of the lengthier tunnels on the HS2 route, which are being constructed using tunnel boring machines or TBMs, Burton Green Tunnel is being constructed using a method known as cut and cover. This method usually involves first excavating a cutting and then placing in precast concrete segments, or constructing a tunnel in situ using formwork. Then, once complete, the structure is buried and for all intensive purposes becomes just an ordinary tunnel. Burton Green Tunnel is somewhat unusual in that 2 different construction methods are being used. To the south of Cromwell Lane, a 200 metre long structure has already been constructed. The walls for this structure, which will form the southern tunnel portal, were built in situ and were then topped with precast concrete panels to form the tunnel. As the name suggests, in situ means it was built in place, with the concrete for the walls poured into formwork, which was then removed once the concrete had cured. To the north of Cromwell Lane, engineers are having to use the top-down method of construction due to the proximity of houses, which means it isn't possible to excavate a large cutting. The top-down method was used to construct the Old Oak Common box, and is being used to build the Western Bromford Tunnel Portal at Washwood Heath. I explain this method in much more detail in the Washwood Heath video, so it's worth watching that if you haven't already. But basically, the top-down method involves constructing a retaining wall which is constructed from the surface. Then, once complete, the material within is excavated, which leaves behind a retained cut. Part of this cut will be covered with precast concrete panels and then covered with earth, whilst a section of the retained cut will remain open on the approach into the tunnel. Workers are currently constructing a section of the cut closest to Cromwell Lane, so the road can be reinstated. The road has been temporarily realigned so that the tunnel section, which passes underneath the road, can be constructed. It is anticipated that Cromwell Lane will be returned to its original position by late 2025. Once complete, the exposed tunnel will be covered with earth and then trees and shrubs will be planted. Much of the area above the tunnel will be open to the public, with the greenway reinstated above. In addition, a short tunnel will be constructed which will allow walkers and cyclists to pass underneath Cromwell Lane rather than having to cross the road. The spoil generated during excavation will be used for landscaping close to the tunnel. The top and subsoil has been stored close to the tunnel and will be restored above the tunnel once construction is complete. A key question that seems to get asked is why they are using the cut and cover method and not using TBMs. I think primarily it comes down to cost and benefit. TBMs are expensive pieces of equipment costing many millions of pounds, and they are also resource intensive, so it may not be cost effective to use a TBM to construct a tunnel which is only 700 metres long. I believe the shortest tunnel on the HS2 route, which has been constructed using a TBM, is Long Itchington Tunnel, for which a TBM was used to construct both of the 1.6 km long bores. And now a large section of the TBM has been repurposed and is being used to construct Bromford Tunnel. Although using the cut and cover method is initially quite disruptive, the new tunnel will ultimately help to hide the line, provide a local amenity and provide a habitat for wildlife.